Abdul says, hi, John. I hope you're doing great. Thank you for all the informative videos. Does a joint sponsor need to make over the poverty guidelines in the most recent year or in the past 3 years? Well, that's a complex kind of question because different lawyers do it differently. The way I do it based on the regulations is that the year that the case is submitted, either adjustment of status from I-485 or when the National Visa Center gets your I-86 for the affidavit of support, you have to meet the poverty requirements and be above it as a joint sponsor during that year. Now, they have the authority, the government does, to analyze the last 3 years to make a decision whether they believe this person is continuously going to make enough income to be able to cover it. So if they didn't make enough income 2 years ago, but the last year they did, or even, let's say last 3 years they haven't made enough income, but currently they do because they finally got a job, they're making enough. I've filed these cases with USCIS and have them approved. However, the majority of immigration lawyers that have done surveys on this would not file that case. I work for a lawyer that did file this case, so I got used to filing them, and I've always been successful and never had issues. But most immigration lawyers will not file a case. At least half of immigration lawyers would want 2 to 3 years of consistent history of making that income before being willing to file a case. So it depends. I haven't had problems, but not to say that the problems don't come up. I might have been lucky. So when you ask what the rule is, it is a discretionary rule. It depends on what USCIS thinks about the income level you're getting, and it depends on how much risk you want to play. So if you're dealing with the National Visa Center, if they don't like the income amount, they just send it back and you do it again. It's all fixable. But if you're dealing with USCIS and they don't like it the first time around and they send you a request for evidence, you get a second try at it, you got to win or else you're out. You're going to lose. So you can't play as many games with USCIS on this stuff. So it's riskier. So you got to judge which one you have, what the income levels are, why it is the person's making the money now as opposed to before. So let's say they're a 50-year-old person, they haven't worked until this year. That doesn't look good. But if they're a PhD student studying computer science and they went from making 0, 0, 0 every year because they're a PhD grad student, but all of a sudden they're making $500,000 a year, that's a different story. So it really depends on the facts of the case you're in. All of law always, is particularly immigration, depends on the facts and luck, which is discretion. So that's the long answer. You can't give, it's impossible. At the end of the day, it's their discretion, but we got to analyze the actual facts of your case to see what is appropriate and what is not. But thank you for your question, giving me the opportunity to kind of expand and talk about the issues that exist on these kind of cases. Thank you for watching this educational program. To get the latest videos, click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon. Also, help us help the immigrant community by liking this video and sharing it with your family and friends. You can also find us on other social media sites like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter, where you find the latest updates on immigration news, policy changes, and tips. Be safe and God bless. See you soon.